We're back. Time in His Word again Thursday. Took a little break for Thanksgiving holiday, and I'll be on today, and I'll be on next week, the Lord willing. Then we'll take a little Christmas break and be on at the beginning of the new year, 2026. All right, we are still in the third book of John. Last time we were here, we talked about Gaius, and you'll have to look back and do that to remind yourself about Gaius. And the second character we're going to learn about in John 3, John, the third book of John, we're going to learn about Diotrephes. Now the thing that's different, a comparison of Gaius and Diotrephes, is we want to be like Gaius. Christians, we want to try to have the character. We need and want the characteristics that Gaius had. So go back and read that. That's the first 7 verses in the third book of John. We're going to be talking about Diotrephes, like I said here. Verse 9 says, I wrote unto the church that Diotrephes, who loveth to have the preeminence among them, receiveth us not. Wherewith, if I come, I will remember his deeds which he doth, prating against us with malice words, and not content therewith, neither doeth he himself receive the brethren, and forbiddeth them that they would, and casteth them out of the church. Woo! What a comparison. What a contrast of how Gaius' characteristic was. Diotrephes is the total opposite. He talks about preeminence. John says his preeminence, which is he wants to be known as the greatest. He wants to portray. Diotrephes portrays as, I am the greatest one here. I am the most important. That's the preeminence. And in verse 10, it talks about the prating, Prating, that he does. Here's some characteristics of him. He is his preeminence. He's prating, which is babbling. He's babbling and talking nonsense just to be talking. He's talking at length about things. And mostly the things are against John and against the truth that John is out there preaching. And he does this with malicious words. It says with malice. So these malicious words, they're bitter words, they're hostile words, venomous, poisonous words. Okay. And John says not content therewith. He is not content. He is very dissatisfied. So far we see Diotrephes' characteristics as being preeminence. He's prating, Prating, with malicious words, and he is not a contented person with anything. He's dissatisfied, and he's not nice to the brethren, to the fellow Christians, and he forbids others in that church to be nice to others as well, and he even goes as far as casts them out of the church. Can you imagine going to be a visitor in a church to trying to find a good church for your family to attend, and someone comes up to you and says, you get out? Wow, don't have the characteristics of Diotrephes. Okay, verse 11 says, Beloved, follow not that which is evil, but that which is good. He that doeth good is of God, and he that doeth evil hath not seen God. A saved person isn't going to have these characteristics that Diotrephes is portraying here. A cross-reference to that would be Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 through 20, I believe. And it talks about to beware of beware of wolves in sheep's clothing. Diotrephes was that for sure. So beware of that with people around you. They could be wolves in sheep's clothing. So what kind of testimony do you have? You know, your testimony, it starts in your heart. Do you have a Diotrephes, I'm so sorry. The Diotrephes testimony. Diotrephes testimony? Do you have like a Gaius testimony or a Diotrephes testimony? I'm going to stop right there. Let Holy Spirit work in your heart. Let him work in your heart, because everything starts in your heart, and settle that with the Lord. Okay. Next time I'll be on next week, the Lord willing, we'll learn the third character that John talks about in the third book of John.